Hello, all you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. I am Patinator, your host, and we have dug ourselves out of a hole. The lesson to be learned from last game is to pay fucking attention to how much gold you have, because you can end up putting yourself in a position where you can't do shit. But we're out of that position now. We're gonna rename you, Mr. Jester Sir, to Scourger. We're gonna name our new bounty hunter IR Baboon, which is, if you remember that old cartoon I Am Weasel. Baboon has one B, right? Okay, yeah, Baboon has one B. Let's say that it does. Which I consider the dark age of cartoons, because we used to have shit like Winnie the Pooh and anything that has lessons, but instead we had I Am Weasel and shit like that. Not really teaching kids any lessons that they can find useful. We might have some trouble because most of our people are level 1. Toyn Cost is super stressed. Maybe we might push him out there. Where can we go? A level 1 wheeled dungeon with an exploration goal should be adequate. Dirk Stab goes forward solo. Really, we can't afford to upgrade anyone and outfit us for the adventure. Wow, the Warrens are just gone now. There's no way to get there. I guess until after we finish this. Our Baboon is very useful, has the abilities to make things work. Who else can we send? Are we out of people? Scourger, do you work in the third position well? Yeah, Slice Off, Party Ballad in the third position, as well as a Dirk Stab, but that makes him move. I was gonna go with a more structured team, but we don't have that. So we're gonna have to make this work, whatever this is. Well, our skills are usable. We do have a heal and a lot of damage, so it should work out. We can't take our shot at that wizened hag yet. This is gonna be a recovery episode again. All about getting us back into a winning position. Eat food. That should be enough. We'll bring a shovel just in case. And we're off to our next adventure. We're going back into the wild wild, full of beasts, I think. I should really pay more attention to that. That's also going to be another objective for this episode. Just fucking paying attention to what we find here and optimizing the party to it.
I knew all these paths once.
Let's take a look at our dungeon.
Now they are as
pretty big.
as my own
We'll start up here, then move back down here, because that's the shorter path. My puppies have started barking, which is absolutely adorable. I'm a dog, wow! But, you know, it's kind of like Simba in The Lion King. And I have heard a baby, a tiger cub roar. It was in a giant glass encasement, which was, it wasn't in a glass case. It was just, you know, where the keeper was washing it. I was watching it. It roared and the fucking glass case shook. Oh, more gold. That's good. It's fucking tiny and it can make that, you know. TV doesn't really give you the kind of perspective that you need to absolutely respect the creatures in the wild. That trap was bad, but what are we gonna do about it? We'll just take it. Like hookers who got paid well, or should be paid. You know, any prostitutes out there, please take money before you start fucking, because, you know, Johns can be assholes after they plug your asshole. Not a big fan of these guys. They've been the bane of our fucking existence. The skeletons are actually really easy, comparatively.
For the slightest lapse
Well, that's not good. Immediately we are stressed. Radiant light, and it still kind of looks dark. That might be the lighting on my computer more than anything else. No stuns. We don't want an uppercut, so we're just gonna go with full damage. Hopefully it hits. My hopes have been dashed a little. Let's increase our accuracy. Have Scourger rock out for us. And Smite, not ideal here because it has an unholy monster damage bonus against unholy monsters. But Dirk Diggler sticking it to him. I hear he's pretty good at it. Weakling Curse, Vulnerability hex minus 10 dodge. Might love that. And I do. Rapid rush. Kind of getting hurt a lot here, actually. Not ideal. Oh, it is his turn. Dirk stab. If I Dirk stab, will you have... Oh! He'll be fine in the second position, so we can Dirk stab forward. Well, if it hit, it would have been ideal. Stop it. I'm so tempted to use Weird Reconstruction, but that might double the bleed. It did not. And it also did nothing, so that was a wasted turn. You can smite from here. The only thing you can't do from there is Holy Lance, so we might actually stick with Dirk there. Oh, stop dodging. You already have a penalty. Come on. Oh, whose dick do I have to suck to get a hit around here? Not a hit of, you know, marijuana, but... Hit, please. It's a hit. It's not a kill. We should be more specific with what we demand of our characters. I demand a kill. My demands are staying unhurt. Weird Reconstruction. 9 heal. That's fantastic. Absolutely what we need. Bulwark of Faith is not ideal. Stunning Blow has a higher hit and a damage of 1 to 3. Kill him. Good man.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
I know, in retrospect, you know, we could have aimed for that guy, but it would have been a bigger risk. That was more of a guaranteed reduction of enemy actions, which I've been saying a lot, if only because that is what we want. The less times they act, the more times I have less odds that we'll get killed. Weird Reconstruction again. Don't bleed. 5 will do nicely. Kind of a risk versus reward thing over there. 9 damage. Okay. Hopefully you can finish that off. It has a higher hit chance, and it'll do 1 to 3 damage, so just a hit will do it. And a hit did it. Dirk Diggler doing the work, which I imagine he's used to. If he is a porn star, I simply must know what's within. Because being a porn star ain't easy. I mean, well, it shouldn't be. First of all, you're getting paid to do it, which I guess is fun. There should be a fight here, but it is tiring. That's good. They can bleed. They're surprised, so we can take the time to buff ourselves with nothing. Damage mod minus 100%. Target minus 10 accuracy. That's probably safe. I wish I could tell what their accuracy was. Rock out. Hey, one of them got hit with a debuff. That guy hits like a brick. He can kill us in 1 crit. We can mark this target to set up for a bounty hunter, who will promptly kill it, I hope. Thank you, that's exactly the kind of... Oh, we can have these two dancing around. That's kind of cool. Let's get the Fusilier. That's kind of neat. Just have him dance around and shit. You're still marked. This is bad play, by the way. I recognize that. We're not focusing down targets. And we're just clicking things as they come up. You're about to die. Please don't die. It's your first day.
From becoming unwound.
Weird Reconstruction. Yeah, that's what we want. 7 is fantastic. Gets him out of Death's Door. Then we can Dirk Stab. Oh, that's great. We can have these two dancing around. Maybe a build here. These two are going to stay in the same team now. Holy Lance should kill you if it hits. It has a 68% chance to hit.
Press this advantage.
68 is good.
Give them no quarter.
68, a failing grade in most schools, but in this case it is more than enough. Ooh, loving this, if only because they move around a lot and I find it super fancy. We'll heal you. 5, excellent. No zeros, please. If I remember right. Actually, leveling up that skill doesn't improve its accuracy. It improved the bottom range. It's still 0 to something. It just improves the higher end. So I'm not really sure if it's worth leveling up. We're gonna stun you. 25% chance resist. 75. Stun resist of 25%. should be enough to keep him from killing anybody, and I was wrong. But I've been wrong before. I'm kind of used to it. Dick stab. We're going to heal. 2, better than 0. Infinitely better than 0. Mathematically so. Yeah, fucking cunt. You son of a fucking cunt. I don't actually like using that word. I know it's a big insult to people because they've been using it wrong, but cunt is such a sexy word.
This expedition
I mean, if you say it right, but I just
success.
cunt. You know, we use it as an insult for something that a lot of guys just really want to get into, which is tragic. Why insult something you crave? Maybe it's because you hate yourself, and if you hate yourself, that sounds like your problem, not mine. But I hope you don't. You're beautiful. Inside. Oh, we wanna can slice this guy. Can we? Why does that exist? This can hit everything. This has a damage mod, but a bigger. No, this is terrible. Hook and slice seems super terrible. Oh, it's ranged, so which might matter depending on his traits. Depending on his traits. Well, we're gonna finish you, or at least deal 10. You are beautiful. You probably are. But you at least have to, you know, take care of yourself. You don't just like, I'm a slob. I just woke up and I'm fucking filthy and I'm still beautiful because some stranger in the internet told me so. No, take care of yourself, please. If you have health problems, take care of them. Genetics. Solo. Dirk stab should. No, it does not. No, it does not. So we're just gonna do this. Hopefully reduce, debuff them, but that didn't work. We're gonna stab the cultist acolyte in the tit and kill her. Eldritch and beasts. Kind of a big mix here, so we can't. Don't die. Johnny Tapia. Don't die. You still have to be in that movie. Go into the past and be in that movie with Will Smith. Oh, we gotta reduce their actions quickly. This might actually be one of those times where I like having an AoE attack, because we can then kill them in one turn. Johnny Tapia needs a heal. One is something. It's literally something. It's not nothing. Start asking for more. We need to start wounding them so we can kill them in one turn. Slime is okay by me. A solo will kill one of them. Hopefully we get another turn. Yes. And instead of healing, we're going to use Weakening Curse to kill this one. And make sure that they don't... You're still alive, that's fine.
In a single strike.
Gonna smite you, bring you down 7, and hopefully the rest can finish off. Rock out. Yeah. Weaponizing music. Always a big fan of that. Although if you play D&D, I recommend heavily against multi-classing your fighter into a bard, lest you become some sort of incredible fightard. Haha. Anyway, let's move on. They can't all be winners. Our baboon is doing fine. We should actually switch these guys back. They can always dance around should the need arise. We're doing fine so far. Our health is lower than I would normally be comfortable with. Comfortable? Either way it works. Eat. The heal is appreciated food. I do like that this isn't a game of big numbers. It doesn't... Like, if you look at a game like Diablo 3, where damage is basically abstract, you could say like, oh, this makes a difference. From 40 million damage, you can start dealing 60 million damage. But that's really an abstract number now. It's really just making sure that your stats are as high as possible, that you have the crit and the right sets. It's another trap. Thank you very much. Totally needed that. But the point is, it's an abstraction at that point. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons until something dies and I'm viscerally rewarded with a bloody explosion and loot. Kind of early for that. for double. I think they up the chances of starving or something. Has a lock on it. Our bounty hunter should have some skills involving locks. Fantastic. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, big spender. What are you gonna do with that 50 gold? Which is actually a lot if you look at it, you know, from a place of perspective. Not a lot of enemies. And usually I'm up for a fight, but hopefully the quest ends here, but I doubt it. We're gonna have to go through at least one more fight, and that shovel finally pays off for us.
Herself, a victim to
Great.
spreading corruption.
Nature herself a victim to spreading corruption. I really do like the way they... Wow, is it dim light already? Radiant light. That should drop down when we move into another room. Yeah, that's how light works. I think I explained it way back in the first episode, but if you're somehow starting from here and need a primer, the light drops down a little bit every time you move rooms. On some level, I do want more clarification in when I'm moving from room to room, but, well, there has to be some mystery, some uncertainty if you want your players to be scared, and they do have a lot of uncertainty in this game. Especially when things go south. Oh, fuck these guys. Bane of my fucking existence. Dick stab for you. Yes, I know it's Dirk stab, but dick stab is just so visceral, and I assume that spiders have dicks, because how else would they be the shitty things that they are? I fucking hate spiders. Even in real life, fuck spiders, man. I know they serve a critical purpose in how nature works. They kill flies and shit, and I do appreciate that, but that doesn't make me hate them less. I are a baboon getting the shit kicked out of him. Let's start dancing. 75? We don't need to do that. Let's go with a bigger hit. With a more assured hit with smite and accuracy base of 80. I'll take the risk. That is a more meaningful action than attacking them, I think. Because we won't kill them, and most of our guys can kill them in one hit. Such as with Dirk Stab. The total damage of 47. Good odds. Okay, maybe I should have used the mark. But there's no guarantee that would hit. It's really just hindsight at this point. That's a lot of bleeding. Well, 1 per round, that's okay. Smite is a good call. 6 to 12, good odds in killing you.
Be gone, fiend.
Could have killed the entire enemy team. Sorry, I think I popped there. My pop filter is a sock. I did not masturbate into the sock. Not a good thought for a lot of people. Well, it's a good thought, but I didn't use it to, you know, pleasure myself. But, you know, just having that on the thinking docket probably isn't pleasant. But that's okay. You can imagine me as a super extraordinarily handsome man, and that'll make it okay in your mind. We're not feeling ballsy enough to finish the dungeon, so we're just gonna leave and take our loot with us.
Reduces the isolation of our troubled estate.
Yeah, it could have been better. We need to seriously start looking into improving our camping skills. Oh, we have new traits. What do we have? Love interest will only visit the brothel for stress relief. Is it because he really wants to cheat on his love interest, or because, you know, his love interest is a hooker? Slayer of mankind, good. We will need that in the coming battle. Because the wizened hag, I believe, is a human.
Great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
We are still in recovery mode. Way too many characters are stressed out. Excuse me. Quirk removed the runs, fantastic. Quirk removed off guard, fantastic. Johnny Tapia is now an apprentice occultist. Apprentice. You're doing alright. Let's take a look at where we can go next. Warren's is back. We might actually go there because we don't want to go into a medium dungeon just yet. We are recovering, after all. Ronin Child needs a trip to... What are your problems? Off guard? Back to the sanitarium with you. And I believe Jessie Jane also has problems. Hairmania is fine. That is a problem, and I am not a stress eater. I am a glutton. There is a difference. A stress eater only eats a lot when he needs to. Yeah, when he's stressed out. I eat a lot because I fucking love food. Bad gambler, claustrophobia, diurnal, hieromania. Seen that one already. Glutamania, slow draw is not. Ooh. Pudgy Pooba needs to go into a sanitarium. Slow draw isn't as bad as I make it out to be, but the -20 stress resist, pretty bad. The sooner they get stressed out, the more useless they become. Time cost is super stressed. Let's start bringing down our stress levels. Hieromania, delusions, huh? Let's support that with some meditation. Time cost is going in. Dacromania, obsessed with killing, that's fine. So we'll send him to the brothel. No, wait, shit. Scourger has a love interest, so he has to go to the brothel. Excellent. I guess Time cost is gonna find religion or something. Flagellation. That'll do. Maybe Saru will find God. Before we send Saru out, let's have a test embark. We're not actually gonna embark yet. I just want to see how much it will cost. Okay. More than enough. So we can afford. We have 2,600 gold to spend. So we're gonna send him off to find religion. And we're gonna look at their new hires. Ooh, Hellion. Fantastic. Big fan of those. What are your skills? Breakthrough, huh? I actually want a new bounty hunter because we do not have one. They all died. Kind of a magnet for death. Not a bounty hunter, a highwayman. None are for hire. Number of available heroes. We're gonna get more picky than we are gonna get. Then we need spamming people. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode of The Darkest Dungeon. We will continue our adventure of digging ourselves out of the hole. Yes, you can dig yourselves out of the hole. You just dig up. Come on, haven't you watched The Simpsons? It completely works. Anyway, we're gonna move on, and if you like the video, please, if you like what you've watched, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more. And this has been Patinator, and I'll see you around.